this week, a paparazzo was killed while attempting to photograph Justin Bieber's Ferrari. The young pop star was not behind the wheel, however, at the time of the tragic incident. Instead, he was at home behind a couch on his phone, breaking up with Selena Gomez for the 27th time. Sources say the photographer saw Justin smoking a joint earlier that day and wanted to catch Justin in the act of smoking marijuana. Which would be a good story, however, even more elusive would be catching Justin in the act of writing and recording a good song that anyone with good taste in music would want to listen to. Still no word on whether the Biebs was or was not smoking pot, but it has been confirmed that he has never, ever written a good song. Justin Bieber has indeed been caught in photographs smoking pot and hanging out with a rapper named Lil Twist. While many believe Justin is headed down a dangerous path of drugs and disorderly conduct following an assault allegation from a former bodyguard, one thing remains clear. Justin Bieber still makes terrible music, and nobody knows who Lil Twist is. Also, if Justin Bieber can beat you up, then maybe you should rethink this whole bodyguard thing. I mean, being anybody's bodyguard. Justin Bieber took to Twitter this week to defend his honor after Black Keys drummer Patrick Carney mocked Bieber's Grammy snub, saying, "He's rich, right? Grammys are for music, not for money, and he's making a lot of money." In response, Bieber tweeted that the Black Keys drummer should be slapped around, haha. But the joke's on the Biebs, because for everyone who's seen the drummer of the Black Keys, clearly, he looks like he got hit in the face with a baseball bat. Justin Bieber was booed on stage Monday night in London after showing up 2 hours late for a concert. As it turns out, the crowd wasn't booing because he was late, they were simply booing because it finally hit them all at once that they were getting ready to watch Justin Bieber sing. Earlier this week, Justin Bieber had to cancel one of 2 shows in Portugal due to unforeseen circumstances. Later, it was announced that those unforeseen circumstances were due to low ticket sales. On a related note, a recent study shows citizens of Portugal have an incredible taste in music. Later this week, Bieber fired back at his critics on Thursday, denouncing the countless lies written about him after a week in which he canceled a concert, collapsed on stage, and had a run-in with a paparazzo. In a lengthy posting on Instagram, the 19-year-old singer said he was not going to rehab and feels he is undeserving of the negative feedback he has been receiving. But then again, there's a vast majority who feels his fans are undeserving of the large amounts of crap they are forced to listen to by willingly accepting the fact that they are Justin Bieber fans. Justin denies the allegations that he spit on his neighbor, but rather says he was trying to spit some bangin' beats. However, instead it came out sounding like the same whiny little girl that it always does. This is the second time this month Bieber has had to be restrained by a bodyguard. Earlier this month, Bieber had to be restrained from attacking a photog in London. Sources close to the artist say Bieber has been feeling lonely since his split with Selena Gomez, and that when his bodyguards restrain him, his loneliness goes away for a little while, only to be reintroduced on a daily basis when more and more of his fans discover music that doesn't suck. Justin Bieber has received harsh criticism this week after visiting the Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam and writing in the guest book, "Truly inspiring to be able to come here. Anne was a great girl. Hopefully she would have been a believer." However, it is widely believed by most fans of decency that if Bieber's music were made available in the time of Anne Frank, that she would have gone into hiding much sooner, possibly escaping her fate at the hands of Nazi Germany, and Hitler himself, who, most likely, would have been a believer. Justin and Selena Gomez are perfect for each other. They're both rich, they both make horrible music, and they both know how to offend all types of ethnicities and cultural backgrounds, all the while being ignorant to the sensitivities of historical and religious backgrounds and faiths. I sure hope those kids get back together, don't you? Justin Bieber's tour bus was raided by Swedish police on Wednesday night, who allegedly found marijuana on board. They first detected what they call a strong odor, and later discovered what turned out to be a small amount of pot. When questioned about the discovery, members of Justin's entourage admitted that they will go to any lengths to make Justin Bieber's music sound listenable. The Swedish police also recovered a stun gun on board the bus, which requires a permit. When asked about the gun, the same entourage members said that if the pot didn't work to help make Justin's music tolerable, then being unconscious was the likely solution, and they would take turns shooting each other to numb the pain. Justin Bieber was booed on his way to the stage to accept the first ever Milestone Award at the Billboard Music Awards this past Sunday, and that was before he spoke. When he finally started speaking, that's when it got really weird. After a long, uncomfortable pause, Justin said, "This is not a gimmick. This is not a gimmick," confirming what everyone already knew to be true. He really is that much of an obnoxious douche. He then added, "I am an artist, and I should be taken seriously," shortly before walking off stage in his ridiculous short-sleeves leather shirt, indoor shades, flock of seagulls haircut, and long gold chain. Because seriously, what's not to be taken seriously? In more Justin Bieber news, Justin Bieber's pet monkey is now officially German property after Justin failed to meet a deadline to provide required vaccination documents and import papers. The monkey is reportedly so happy to be permanently out of Bieber's custody that it's celebrated by throwing away the cyanide pills and razor blades he had been saving up had Justin returned to pick him up. In even more Justin Bieber news, just released this week a document that everyone must read and sign should you attend one of Justin Bieber's house parties, which states that you are liable for upwards of $5 million in damages if you even so much as tell anyone you were there. While most celebrities have guests sign a similar waiver, this one is different because it insinuates that one would actually want to admit that they hung out with Justin Bieber. In Bieber news, former NFL star Keyshawn Johnson chased down and confronted neighbor Justin Bieber this weekend after Bieber allegedly sped through his neighborhood at freeway speeds, potentially endangering the lives of those in the community. To be fair, though, this is only the second worst way in which Justin Bieber endangers lives, the worst, of course, being the side effect of wanting to kill yourself after hearing a Justin Bieber song on the radio, which comes in just before cat being tortured on the list of most unpleasant sounds heard of all time. After several 911 calls were received about Justin Bieber speeding through the neighborhood, Keyshawn Johnson reportedly dropped off his daughter and then chased down Bieber's Ferrari with his Prius, and then blocked Bieber's Ferrari in his driveway shortly before Bieber was seen running into his house to hide and cry like the little girl she is. Justin Bieber has had a number of run-ins with photogs this week, including one incident where the Bieber's bodyguards allegedly choked a photographer, and another where Bieber confiscated a photographer's memory card. A spokesperson for the Biebs says that Justin has been acting more defensive lately since changing his brand of tampon. In more Bieber news, Richard Branson has confirmed that Justin Bieber has booked a flight on the Virgin Galactic, the billionaire's privately run rocket ship that will sometime in the near future actually shoot Justin Bieber into space. This is good news for Earth, because for a little while anyway, our planet will at least give the appearance of the existence of intelligent life. That is, of course, until Bieber lands back at home, and once again, all hope is lost. You will be able to tell which rocket Justin Bieber is taking off in, because the takeoff sounds like this. Douche. Miley Cyrus has denied a romantic relationship to Justin Bieber, citing her engagement to Liam Hemsworth as a major factor. However, it is the opinion of many that the two would make a cute couple, since Miley's haircut makes her look like a sweet little boy, and of course, Justin Bieber is in fact a spoiled little girl. Video surfaced this week of pop star Justin Bieber at a restaurant in New York City earlier in the year, crouching over and urinating into a mop bucket, which just goes to serve as further proof that girls really can pee standing up. At the end of the same video, Bieber is then seen spraying a photo of Bill Clinton with cleaning liquid and then saying "F Bill Clinton." Bieber has reportedly reached out to Bill to apologize about dropping the F-bomb in his direction, to which Bill replied, "It's okay, son. We all make mistakes. And when your mother and I got together, you became the result of one of them." In more Bieber news, a 21 and over nightclub in Chicago has been cited for serving alcohol to Bieber, who is underaged. No word yet on whether or not numerous radio stations across the country will be cited for playing Bieber's songs, which in turn cause all of his underage fans to want to drink. In even more Bieber news, sources say Selena Gomez has decided to take Justin Bieber back, despite all of his recent antics. Reportedly, Selena agreed to take Justin Bieber back on the condition that he stop acting like Justin Bieber. An Ohio man claims that Canadian pop sensation Justin Bieber confronted him inside a bar and spit in his face over the weekend, all because he was secretly taking pictures of Bieber. When asked why the man didn't defend himself, he replied that he didn't think it was right to hit a little girl. Onlookers said it was the saddest Molson Ice ad they've ever seen. Now Bieber news. Justin Bieber was denied entry into a New York City nightclub this week due to an age restriction. Bieber is only 19 and legal drinking age in the United States is 21. Bieber is also a complete douche, and the club most likely did not wish to soil its reputation by letting in a spoiled little rich girl and her posse to crimp the style of all that is good and decent in a New York City nightclub, where almost no one is doing something they shouldn't be doing. Photos surfaced this week of pop star Justin Bieber last Thanksgiving, posing nude with nothing but a guitar strapped to his body, as he appears to have been playing a song for his grandmother. Bieber's grandmother apologized to the media for the pictures of the sad little girl, and promises her granddaughter Justin will be clothed the next time she sings the song My Sweet Fairy Princess to her grandmother on Thanksgiving. Justin Bieber was attacked at a nightclub in Canada over the weekend when an overeager partier tried to tackle him. When the attacker was questioned by police, he defended himself by saying, "I never laid a finger on that little girl." Finally, Justin Bieber has started growing a mustache, which is good for photographers everywhere who will now be able to tell him apart from his teenage fangirls. Justin Bieber was spotted this week in China being hoisted up and carried on the shoulders of his bodyguards while they reached the top of the Great Wall. And unfortunately, he wasn't being sacrificed to the gods of decent music. Some people feel the weight of the whole world on their shoulders, while Bieber's bodyguards felt the weight of a little girl on their shoulders. Unfortunately for everyone, they failed to successfully toss the Biebs over the edge of the Great Wall, in turn rescuing humanity from the throngs of future horrible Bieber tracks. Justin Bieber has been caught on camera for a second time with a joint, and by joint I don't mean a new track with decent music on it, but rather the one that you would have to smoke in order to make Bieber's music listenable. Touring South Korea, Justin Bieber got into a heated exchange with popular DJ Michael Woods after Woods refused Bieber's request to play hip-hop music. Witnesses on the scene say Bieber hated the music he was hearing so much that he muscled his way to the DJ booth and demanded the DJ to change the track, until someone finally broke the news to him that the song being played was a Justin Bieber song, and that of course it was off. A super fan of pop star Justin Bieber has revealed this week that he paid $10,000 so he could look more like Bieber. The same fan reportedly paid an additional $10,000 to have his vocal cords removed so that he could sing even better than Justin Bieber. While on tour in Brazil this week, Justin Bieber was filmed sleeping by a mystery girl who uploaded the video on YouTube shortly after he was caught leaving a South American brothel. When asked why he allowed such actions to be caught on film, Justin said that if they weren't, then no one would believe him. Later, while performing on stage, Justin was hit with a water bottle and left the stage, where he reportedly cried so many tears that he was able to fill a water bottle of equivalent size as the one he was hit with. In other news, Justin Bieber is facing harsh criticism for what appeared to be Bieber showing disrespect for Argentina's national flag after the Biebs used his microphone stand to mop up the stage using the flag. Sources for Bieber, however, say it was never his intention to desecrate their national symbol, and that Bieber believes in equality. He spreads his douchebaggery equally no matter what country he's performing in. Now Bieber news. The president of Mexico, Enrique Peña Nieto, called out Justin Bieber this week on Twitter after Bieber claimed to meet the president and his family before his concert on Monday. While Bieber claims it was an honest mistake, Nieto's office took to Twitter to clear his name, insisting that the meeting never took place. When the president of a country goes out of his way to make sure the public knows he is not a fan of yours, maybe that should tell you something. You shouldn't believe everything you hear from a whiny little girl with a microphone. Now Bieber news. While on tour in Australia, Justin Bieber left behind a mural of graffiti monsters at a hotel in Brisbane where the pop star was staying. The artist has built quite the reputation for tagging building walls during his world tour. The hotel in question has no plans to remove the graffiti, however, saying that the vandalism will likely draw fans and patrons to the hotel. Critics of Bieber's artwork say that even though the images look unprofessional and amateur, that it's still one of the best pieces of work Bieber has ever released, since it is accompanied by absolutely zero Justin Bieber music. During an interview this week for On Air with Ryan Seacrest to promote his new Believe documentary, Justin Bieber said that the movie will showcase the struggles he's had going from teen star to manhood in the public spotlight, but then claimed in the same interview that he's just a misunderstood 19-year-old boy. Justin also told Ryan that he's not a robot, he's a human being. In fact, the only thing Justin failed to call himself in the interview was what he really is, a whiny little girl who sings like someone swinging a bag of feral cats against an aluminum wall. Finally, in an interview with Power 106 in LA this week, Justin Bieber said that after his next album drops, he's retiring from music. He then added that once his balls drop, he'll give that singing thing another whirl.
I can see clear.